In today's show, does the Bitcoin price care about El Salvador? As I shared in yesterday's episode, breaking news, President Nayib Bukele declares Bitcoin legal tender the first country to adopt BTC. In today's show, I'll be sharing the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. An update from Nayib, some powerful interest will try to make this historical Bitcoin move fail. They know what it means if it succeeds. It will. Now, more breaking news. Carlitos, of Paraguay, says, as I've been saying a long time ago, our country needs to advance hand in hand with the new generation. The moment has come, our moment. This week, we start with an important project to innovate Paraguay in front of the world. Bitcoin to the moon and PayPal. Now, bear with me. This is translated from Spanish, and as Pompliano points out, a politician from Paraguay has posted laser eyes photo and promised a Bitcoin announcement this week. Just as we saw MicroStrategy start the domino effect for public companies, El Salvador will likely be a catalyst for other countries. And as Caitlin Long points out, Bitcoin is hacking dictatorships, just like it's hacking big tech. Bitcoin doesn't care why. El Salvador's president wants to make Bitcoin legal tender. It doesn't matter. Bitcoin already put Jack on the fence about Twitter censorship. That's right. And as Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, points out, countries getting into Bitcoin like playing musical chairs. Also in today's show, top trader Mikhail Van de Poppe is buying the dip on these 5 altcoins. I'll be revealing these for you here in today's show. Also in today's episode, you will never have to sell your Bitcoin, according to Tyler Winklevoss. That's right, the Gemini CEO and Bitcoin billionaire goes on to share, even at $35,000, it feels like a really good buying opportunity long term, because we think at a $10 trillion market cap, we think one Bitcoin will be worth $500,000, and we think that happens inside this decade, definitely the next 5 years. And he goes on to share, we're hodlers at least until $500,000, and then at that point, you won't even have to sell because you can borrow off or whatever. I'll be breaking down the highlights from this new interview they did with Anthony Pompliano. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of the major altcoins are currently breaking out and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Blockfi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work. They're currently paying out a 5% annual percentage yield on Bitcoin, so you can literally have your Satoshis work for you. They're also paying out a 10% APY on stable coins, and besides their Blockfi interest account, their new flagship product is a Blockfi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, where you'll earn 1.5% back in Bitcoin on all purchases, and for a limited time by using my referral link in the description right down below, you'll earn 3.5% Bitcoin back on all purchases where Visa card is accepted. They also recently ditched their annual fee, truly making this a no-brainer to take advantage of it, as well as receive an additional $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $100 or more. Use my referral link in the description right down below. Let's start stacking those sats and get your BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card today. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. More big news to share with you, so let's dive right in. Bitcoin begins another week below 40K, but with 2 major new landmarks under its belt. After falling over continued FUD from China over the weekend, Bitcoin adoption has also seen an unexpected first from El Salvador and now Paraguay, with the world potentially about to greet its first 2 Bitcoin nations in history. There's plenty to be bullish about, but can Bitcoin price action catch up? Let's discuss it. Now for the 5 things to watch out for in the coming days in the Bitcoin market. Number 1, higher interest rates are good, says Janet Yellen. A cursory look at the wider macro climate delivers an interesting mixture for Bitcoin traders and hodlers. Inflation is still the talk of the town in the US, with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen revealing that she would be in favor of higher rates. Interesting, right? Speaking of Bloomberg, over the weekend, Yellen voiced support for President Joe Biden's latest giant spending package and argued that this should be given credence even if it resulted in inflation. Quoting her here, if we ended up with a slightly higher interest rate environment, it would actually be a plus for society's point of view and the Fed's point of view, she told the publication. No, just for the Fed's point of view, not for society or humanity whatsoever. It is what it is. Continue with the FUD, Janet Yellen. Higher interest rates tend to improve Bitcoin's appeal as a deflationary asset, but coming hand in hand with them is a surge in US dollar this month. something which traditionally pressures Bitcoin/USD. After bouncing off a 90, the US dollar currency index, known as the DXY, is now busy making up lost ground, bucking a downtrend which began in mid-March. And right here, you're looking at the US dollar currency index on this chart. Now, for the next major factor to be on the lookout for in the Bitcoin market this week, major news. First, it was El Salvador. Now it's Paraguay, but they failed to flip the Bitcoin bulls even after talking about adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Within Bitcoin, the world on everyone's lips is currently El Salvador. I shared this breaking news in yesterday's episode. President Nayib Bukele declares Bitcoin legal tender, the first country to adopt BTC. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. After payment gateway strike began making serious inroads in the country, President Nayib Bukele formally announced that he would send a bill to parliament to make Bitcoin legal tender. Should it succeed, El Salvador would be the first nation on earth to do so, effectively adopting something akin to the Bitcoin standard. Bukele confirmed his plans during a video address at last week's Bitcoin Conference 2021 event in Miami, at which Strike CEO Jack Mallers outlined the plans. Markets, however, were particularly unmoved by the revelation, something which continued as a congressman from Paraguay took to social media to hint at plans for Bitcoin integration in a second world economy. Checking out his tweet right here, just bear with me, this was translated from Spanish to English. As I was saying a long time ago, our country needs to advance hand in hand with the new generation. The moment has come, our moment. This week we start with an important project to innovate Paraguay in front of the world, the real to the moon, Bitcoin and PayPal, and notice the Bitcoin laser eyes. And as Pompliano points out, a politician from Paraguay has posted a laser eyes photo and promised a Bitcoin announcement this week. Just as we saw MicroStrategy start the domino effect for public companies, El Salvador will likely be a catalyst for other countries. That's right, and as Changpeng Zhao, the Binance CEO, points out, countries getting into Bitcoin, it's like a game of musical chairs. And as Caitlin Long points out, Bitcoin is hacking dictatorships just like it's hacking big tech. Bitcoin doesn't care why El Salvador's president wants to make Bitcoin legal tender. It doesn't matter. Bitcoin already put Jack on the fence about Twitter censorship. That's right, he announced a decentralized version is coming. Let's go. Now, this Congressman Carlitos from Paraguay recently thanked the president, Bukele, of El Salvador, and reacting commentators touched on Bukele's authoritarian leadership, along with potential teething troubles resulting from an economy which uses the US dollar. Doing so, and I just shared with you the tweet from Caitlin Long, the founder and CEO of Avanti Bank, there may be bigger forces at play. I love the fact she calls it out. Bitcoin is hacking dictatorships. I believe that 100%. Let me know if you agree in the comments right down below. Now, for the third factor to be on the lookout for this week in the Bitcoin market, shorts mount in a classic bearish signal. Look at immediate price action, and anyone would be forgiven for having cold feet over Bitcoin on Monday. For all the excitement of the conference, Bitcoin is firmly range bound and minus a run of higher highs and higher lows, which could signal a breakout. Recent attempts at doing so by escaping a narrowing compression wedge where volatility trends to almost zero have all stalled, and at this time, Bitcoin is currently trading just above $36,500, and with funding rates lessening, positive signs were just about to be visible in some areas of the market, but others already sounding the alarm. Causing concern are short trades on major exchange Bitfinex, as popular Twitter account FOMOCAP noted on Monday, a rise in shorts has historically coincided with major volatility, usually to the downside. Quoting him here, Bitfinex sudden moves in shorts always means something. From November 25th drop to May 19th rise, he warned, it's rising again. And right here, you're looking at the Bitfinex shorts versus Bitcoin annotated chart. This would cement existing fears that Bitcoin is not yet done with its bearish retreat. Opinion is split, as some are waiting on a return to 20,000, while others are convinced that such levels are out of the reach for good. I'm one of those guys. I do not feel Bitcoin is likely to break back down to 20K, which is the 2017 high. I feel that 30,000 was the floor and that the bottom is in. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. And before I break down for you the fourth and fifth factors to be on the lookout for this week in the Bitcoin market, first let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin up 1.68% for the day, trading just above 36,500. We have Ethereum up 4.4%, trading above $2,800. We have Binance Coin up 2%, trading at $403. We have Chainlink up 2%, trading above $28.61, and Cardano up 2%, trading at $1.73. All right, now let's continue. Number 4, Ethereum eyes parabolic move. versus BTC. Bitcoin's pain could yet be altcoin's gain, with some cryptos scoring sustained upside despite a declining crypto market cap. Hopes remain that an opportunist alt season can still emerge. That's right, of particular interest this week is Ethereum, which against Bitcoin is approaching its recent local highs of 0.081 from last month. Currently at 0.076, ETH/BTC could be primed for a further breakout. Kyle Davies, the CEO of Three Arrows Capital, even went as far to describe the incoming move as parabolic, as he shares right here in this tweet. Parabolic upward loom line formation in Ethereum/BTC. He also goes on to share, if we hit 0.2 without making USD all-time highs on both assets, I'm just not going to bother with crypto anymore. Blockfolio's up-only chat show host Kobe replied that capturing the general sense of frustration with current price action among traders, Ethereum/BTC hit all-time highs of 0.123 in early 2018 and has since failed to approach those levels again. And right here, you're looking at the Ethereum/Bitcoin 1-week candle chart. And on Monday, the majority of the top 50 cryptos by market cap saw modest gains as Bitcoin dithered, while some outperformed, including Solana with 10% returns and Tezos with 12%. And checking out this tweet from trader Josh Rager, he shares, Solana chart looks decent. Could see some more upside here, especially if Ethereum/BTC holds. So there you have it. Now for the fifth and final factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, miners stage highest outflow of 2021. That's right, the Bitcoin hash rate is showing signs of recovery with a modest uptick from 125 exahashes per second to 134 in recent days. Difficulty is still due to decrease by around 8% at the next automated readjustment in 5 days' time, compensating for miner shakeup with accompanied recent volatility. Nonetheless, once confident miners who had held through the dip decreased their holdings en masse last week. Data shows, as noted by analyst William Clemente, miner balances are down by 5,000 BTC compared to 1 week ago, which is a major turnaround. On June 3rd, 3,012 Bitcoin left largest mining pool pull-in what was the largest single outflow of 2021, and another 2,501 Bitcoin moved a day later. Commenting, however, analyst Lex Mavosky of Glassnode Analytics acknowledged that the funds may not have ended up being sold. He tweeted right here, this isn't a sign for selling, even if this day sees 3x of the outflows like this. Now, before I break down our next story of the day, Top Trader is buying the dip on these 5 particular altcoins, as well as you will never have to sell your Bitcoin, according to billionaire Tyler Winklevoss. Here's why. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under 1.7 trillion with 82 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and Bitcoin dominance still on the decline, currently at 40.8%, with the Ethereum dominance on the rise at 19.5%. And checking out the Bitcoin market cap, we're currently sitting at just above 683 billion, with the Ethereum market cap just above $327 billion. Now let's check out the top gainers within the top 100. We have Tezos up 14%, trading at $4.04. Theta Fuel up 10%, trading at 48 cents. Nexo up 9%, trading at $2.41. And Pancake Swap up 8.6%, trading at $20.24. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Clay down 5%, trading at $1.25. Eunice Said Leo down 4%, trading at $2.48. Avalanche down about 2.5%, trading at $17.37. And Zilliqa down 1.4%, trading at 12.8 cents. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you currently most bullish on during this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now, checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 15 in extreme fear. Yesterday was a 17, last week an 18, and last month a 67 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Crypto strategist and trader Mikhail van de Poppe is unveiling the 5 altcoins that he is betting on this month of June in a new video. He says he's keeping an eye on liquidity aggregator Orion Protocol, as he sees the low cap altcoin holding up well against Bitcoin despite the overall market volatility. Quoting him here, the reason why I'm looking at Orion is not only based on the price action, but it's also based on the fact that during heavy volatility, Orion is not breaking down. If we look at the price action, we can see Orion has made a very nice upwards move during the previous part of the year, during the previous alt season as well. And now we can see we are making higher highs and higher lows. Van de Poppe adds that anywhere in the 0.00017 range is where he is bidding on Orion. His target is resistance of 0.00025, representing a potential upside of nearly 50%. from his buy zone. How many of you are currently bullish on Orion? Let me know in the comments below. Next up on the traders list is scalable and secure crypto Algorand, Algo. Van de Poppe points out that Algo has been able to securely hold on to the 100 and 200-day moving averages and is also making higher lows in the Bitcoin pair. Van de Poppe assumes that if Algo holds around 0.000027 level, it will continue its journey of its target to 0.0004. We're talking about Satoshis, by the way. How many of you are currently bullish on Algorand? Let me know. Now, the third asset Van de Poppe is watching is the centralized finance lending protocol, Kava, K-A-V-A, which is also trading above the 100 and 200-day moving averages in its Bitcoin pair. How many of you are bullish on Kava? Holla at your boy. Next up, scalable blockchain networks Cosmos, ATOM, also appears bullish, notes Van de Poppe, and will likely see a big impulse wave soon in its Bitcoin pair as it's been in accumulation phase for a significant period. How many of you are bullish on Kava? Now, last but not least, he is eyeing Oracle project Chainlink against Bitcoin, which could lead the way for other Oracle projects as well, such as BAM Protocol. Now, since its harsh breakdown, Chainlink has managed to stay above the 100 and 200-day moving average indicators. Link appears to be finding support at 0.00077, says Van de Poppe, which could be a good buy zone. How many of you are bullish on the missing link of the blockchain? Holla at your boy. I've been bullish on Link for a very long time. Thanks to Tika Tuari. When he first shared it, I picked it up a couple years back when it was under $2, and I know we've already crossed $50, but at this time, Chainlink is currently trading back under $30 at $28.53 with a lot of room for growth. So out of this list of these bullish altcoins from Mikhail Van de Poppe, which ones are you currently most bullish on? And to check out this entire video from this top trader, check the show notes below the video in the description. And before I break down our final story of the day, you will never have to sell your Bitcoin, according to billionaire Tyler Winklevoss. Here's why. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 800 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which could be found at letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsjust.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also find me on Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, as well as Apple's iTunes and Google Play. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes, and for those of you on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. And for those of you on TikTok, be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Gemini CEO and Bitcoin billionaire Tyler Winklevoss is telling investors there will come a time when Bitcoin hodlers will not have to sell their Bitcoin holdings ever. That's right. At the Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami, the co-founder of the crypto exchange says that Bitcoin is still in the early days despite its recent run above $60,000. Quoting him from this interview with Pompliano, "We think Bitcoin is gold 2.0. It will disrupt gold, so its market cap has to be 10 trillion or more because that's the market cap of gold. Bitcoin's hovering around 1 trillion now. We still think it's at least a conservatively 10x from here." That's right. Even at 35,000, it feels like a really good buying opportunity long term because we think at a 10 trillion market cap, we think one Bitcoin will be worth $500,000, and we think that could happen inside this decade, definitely the next 5 years. How many of you agree with Tyler Winklevoss that Bitcoin will be trading at 500,000 or more within the next 5 years? Holla at your boy. I definitely agree 100%. Now, Winklevoss highlights that once Bitcoin has hit its price target, investors can leverage their Bitcoin for whatever purposes, eliminating the need to sell it. Quoting him again here, "We're hodlers at least until $500,000, and then at that point, you won't even have to sell because you can borrow off or whatever." That's right. You can use platforms such as Blockfi to borrow against your Bitcoin, so you never actually have to sell your precious crypto. The crypto billionaire goes as far to say that he sees the possibility of Bitcoin becoming an interplanetary currency. Our gold 2.0 thesis is that Bitcoin disrupts gold, and we think that's the conservative Bull case, it's an open source project that continues to evolve and do so much more. It can become the global reserve digital currency of the world, of the galaxy, like when we get to Mars. So there you have it. Take that, Elon Fudd puppet. Must. And to watch this entire interview, check the show notes below the video in the description. Now for a quick recap of what I cover with you right here in today's show, we discuss El Salvador as well as now Paraguay adopting the Bitcoin standard to be the first nation states to do so. I also shared with you the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. That's right. Also in today's show, I shared that top trader, Mikhail van de Poppe, is buying the dip on these 5 particular altcoins. Also in today's show, we talked about you will never have to sell your Bitcoin, according to crypto billionaire Tyler Winklevoss, and I shared why. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.